God is so good, so loving, why is there so much evil in this world? And
The answer to your question is because the Creator was murdered in the very beginning. His name is Elohim. He is man. He is female. And he is child. In the beginning, there were several hosts of heaven and in earth. The definition of host would mean like he needs a body, he needs a host. The first host killed heaven, or should I say, murdered the woman, who is the Holy Spirit, who is unkillable. But unfortunately, the enemy kept trying to destroy the spirit of Mother God, which is the reason why in the book of Genesis you hear, let us create mankind in our image, male and female. And then in the very next sentence after that, he sits there and says, then he made mankind in his image. You see, it was an us. Then it became a him. See, if people started paying attention to detail, then they would actually have the answers to their questions. And because the enemy kept doing this for 70 generations, and he was trying to do it even all the way up into the 77th generation. This is up until now. And since that time of the 77th generation, the true living God has actually been walking on this earth for 46 years. I am one half of that. I am nothing without my other half. And we are Elohim, Queen Tanisha. The enemy has deceived you and everybody else, and what he did was he gave his twin brother a woman, and he called her Pandora. He received the gift from a fake god, from a false god. And his name is Zeus, also known as darkness. And when he received that woman, what came with that woman was all type of evil, wicked things, including cancer. Cancer is really nothing but sin that has plagued the entire world. And the entire world / universe is all in one major primordial body. So the answer to your question is why the world is so evil is because what did Jesus sit there and tell you? That the God of this world is mankind, and he goes by the Son of Man. That means that he is the son of mankind. He used to be an alien, but unfortunately, because he did the things that he did and jumped into this world, now he can't get back out. Which is the reason why the wise men were trying to find their way back into their own country, which would be back into heaven. But they can't. You see, the whole world, the whole universe has been deceived, and the whole world has been lied to. In fact, the very person that killed the Creator 76 and 77 times dwells on this earth, and he goes by the name of Thomas Dexter Jakes, who is Zeus, who is darkness, who is Hades, who is Hera, who is Poseidon, who is Hecate, who is Persephone. He is all of these things. And he tries to blame it on the real Holy Spirit. And he tries to blame it on Prometheus, who created mankind from clay, not the dust of the ground. And Athena blew the breath of life into the nostrils of mankind. You see, people fail to realize that. People fail to realize that everything that they've been told, everything that they've been taught has been a lie, except for the simple fact of Jesus coming back to save those from his sins. They really didn't tell you that Jesus, basically, pretty much me, and my wife, who is the Holy Spirit, and Prometheus is our Father, who some of you may know him as John the Baptist, and some of you may know him as Jesus Christ. Some of you may know him as Elijah. He is the rock. He is Cephas. You can call me Hermes, and you can call me Paul, or you can call my wife Apollo, who is the spirit of truth. And he's also the spirit of prophecy. He's also the spirit of music. You see, every good angel and every good spirit was actually framed in this book. And every person that was killed or murdered in the Old Testament was actually the Holy Spirit. Whether his name was Abel or whether his name was Jesus, he was the Holy Spirit. I hope to answer some of your questions. Unfortunately, a lot of people aren't going to believe the answers. Why? Because they believe in theology and they believe in a book. When they fail to realize that theology is actually the study of God, who is supposed to be invisible, the study of God, who is supposed to not be alive, the study of God, who is someone who cannot be seen. So how the fuck can you study him? I'm just want somebody to answer that motherfucking question. It's not about a book. And God is a deity, and God is the energy. So if you can't never kill energy, the only person who can destroy the energy is actually God himself, which is Elohim, Queen Tanisha. This time he just chose a woman as his vessel. And with that being said, every person hurts and grieves the Holy Spirit. Every person hurts and grieves a real person. Everyone hurts and grieves someone who means very much to me. You hurt and grieve someone who means a lot to the Father. And you're actually helping the God of this world instead of believing in the God that's in your spirit. In order to hear these words, you need to actually have a heart, and then sometimes you might need to use common sense for you to think too. So again, I'm your favorite, rejected, most hated, stone / co-pastor, Tchai, I am King of all kings, Thomas. Glory, motherfuckers.